tempo somewhat, and victory for the Soca Warriors last evening, who beat the visiting El Salvador in their second leg World Cup qualifier at the Hasty Crawford Stadium. The Warriors put in a solid, compact performance, which saw them create the better chances, but poor finishing that time denied the home team a more emphatic victory margin. Jazzy Marik was on hand, and he files this report.
Colonel Glenn had stated his intentions of bagging goals for country. 7 minutes into last night's affair, he delivered, slamming a low left-footed shot, bottom corner, far post. The Central Americans did manage to trouble, particularly from this cross in the 26th minute, which had Clayton in swatting at air. Kenwin Jones was playing in support of Glenn, and the Sunderland forward linked with his partner here. Glenn in turn slipped it to Carlos Edwards. The winger was closed down quickly, but did well to earn a free kick in a dangerous position. He opted to have a crack himself, but he watched his cheeky effort crash off the crossbar. Keon Daniel was next to see a clear shot at goal. Glenn was the provider again, but the shot was saved and cleared. And so, they settled for a 1-0 lead at half-time. El Salvador controlled the traffic for most of the second period, yet it was the home team that set up the better opportunities. Jones, having this blast, kept out. When El Salvador did manage chances though, they were close. Ince showing good reflexes here to deny Arturo Alvarez from point blank. TNT escaping with maximum points to keep the World Cup hopes alive. Speaking after the match, head coach Russell Latapi was content with the result, but noted that the makeup of his team had to be tweaked further so that improvement is sustained.
I would say to you, right, if you show me a coach who is satisfied, he's got the best job in the world. No coach is ever satisfied. There's a lot of different aspects of our game that we need to improve on. You know, we're trying to find the right combination, and we're trying to breed young players, and that's the way it goes. And when that is happening, sometimes, you know, you try to achieve one thing and something else suffers.
He confirmed, though, that this country's World Cup bid is now firmly back on track. Reporting for CNC3 Sports, I am Jazzy Marik.
And TTFF technical advisor Keith Lecloy, speaking after the match, says the Soca Warriors are on the right trajectory, are now improving, but there are work to be done. Hopefully, he added, the work will be done in time for the next game. Lecloy was happy with the result and with the Warriors' performance, stating it was the best in a long time. And there were lots of positives, especially in the first half.
The way they went forward, the quick transition from defense into attack, the blistering speed of Colonel Glenn, which is what produced the goal. And I want to say here that he has shown again that he's our best forward tactically and statistically. He's our best forward at this point in time and for the last 2 years, I might add.
In the second half, though, the TTFF technical advisor thought things went a bit haywire.
We allowed too much space to the central midfielders on the opposing team, Salvador. They used it. They have some terrific midfield players, as we all saw. And they put us under tremendous pressure. And I think that one of the elements that the coach has to look at is the fitness of the team. Right? We clearly were lacking gas in the last 20 minutes or so.
Lecloy also thought Coach Russell Latapi made the right decision, not being in the playing squad and using Dwight York as a substitute.
I had a meeting with them about 10 days ago prior to the match. I had gone to the CONCACAF Gold Cup as a member of the technical study group, so I had studied Salvador repeatedly during that tournament. And I advised them, and they agreed that what we needed in midfield against El Salvador, because of the nature of their team, was two midfield players who could run, fight, win the ball. Clyde Leon and Trent Noel. They did a very good job, I repeat, in the first half. So that was the correct selection in the center of midfield. York came on. York looked out of fitness, to be fair. But again, the next match is not until early September, the 5th of September to be exact, so there's time for work to be done